Hello everyone. I introduce myself as Satyabrata Das and I have this very interesting hobby of mine. It's about hobby electronics. This hobby has started from an age of 10 and soon it became a part of my life because I studied this subject and further on it has become a full-time profession of mine. I design electronic objects and items, and from that I manufacture them and I sell them and use them also. This complicated world of electronics that you are seeing, maybe a laptop or a computer or a mobile phone, started all from a simple transistor. So if you want to take up this hobby and you also want to be a part of this, you can look into my videos and I will start from the very basic. So just keep on watching for further information. I will explain to you one of the basic rules or laws of electricity, that is Ohm's law. It states that the voltage is equal to current into resistance. V is equal to voltage, I is equal to current, and R is equal to resistance. I will explain this particular phenomena or law using some of the basic things which you can find in a house or home. Now let's take a tank of water on the roof of any house, and on the ground floor we have a tap. The water flows from the top through the valve and into a bucket to fill it with water. Now we assume that this is at a particular height. Due to the height, there is some potential energy which is equal to the voltage. Now the current that flows through, or the water current that flows through this pipe, is equal to the current, where the opening of the valve is treated as the resistance. The more the opening of the valve, the less the resistance. Now we take our formula V equal to IR. We see that when you increase the resistance, there is a decrease in the current for a fixed amount of voltage. Let's start by identifying some components which you require for doing our projects. This is a battery. It's a source of voltage, as I had explained. This is a 9-volt battery. This is an LED. It's a light emitting diode. When you give power to it, it will glow. This is a resistance. The amount of resistance is mentioned by the color code out here, which we will explain later. This is a piece of wire. It is used to interconnect the battery with the resistance, with the LED, etc. Now, there are two ways of making a circuit. For a temporary circuit, we require something called a breadboard. Okay, they are made of lot of holes where we can insert components like this and this. So these connections between the components are made by fine connections inside the breadboard. So we don't need to use wires. Instead of wires, we can use the tracks inside the board. So that helps us to interchange components like this and make temporary circuits. Once that temporary circuit is made, we will make a PCB like this, where tracks are made of copper, and we use a soldering iron to connect the components with the board using solder. Solder is a metal which melts very quickly and then connects it with the components. Okay, this is solder. I have explained to you the Ohm's law, which is V equal to IR, and I've also shown you some components. Now I'm going to use these components to explain the theory that I've explained. This is a battery. It's a 9-volt battery. This is a battery strap, and I have taken the connections here. These interconnections are connected using wires inside. So now there's a light emitting diode LED, and I'm going to use a resistance to connect them in series. You can see the LED glowing. Now this resistance is of high value. I'll take a lower value resistance and let's see what happens. You can see the LED growing brighter because the resistance is less, more current flows through this circuit. So you have a brighter LED glowing. So this is a very simple example of proving the Ohm's law. But we are not going into the mathematics of this because it may be too complicated at present. So just enjoy what is happening at present and let's see things working first. Then we'll talk about the mathematics of it. I hope you enjoyed this video and keep logging on and watching the further videos of this so that I can make it more informative. And please also give me feedback so I can incorporate things which you like or you enjoy. Thank you for watching this video.